Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the place where you learn new skill every time you visit. So keep updating yourself by subscribing to the channel.
So today we want to discuss about searching techniques in array using Visual Basic, right? So what is a searching technique? Searching technique, as the name says, you are searching for something in an array, right? Suppose I have an array which has three elements like bike. Bike is the name of the array, and I have three elements, and the content on those array is Royal Enfield, Honda, and Kawasaki, and I'm looking for Honda. So I'll give the name Honda, and the program should tell me whether Honda is there or not, and if it is there, it should display that Honda is found or the element is found. If it is not found, then it should be displaying a message that element is not found. That's what called the searching technique is all about, right? So what are the steps, or what is the algorithm or the step we are going to follow for searching technique in an array? So the steps are going to be like this. Input the array. Of course, first you have to input the array, then you have to input the element to search, the element which you want to search. Then you have to traverse through the array and check each element for match. Suppose I'm looking for Honda, so what I'll do is I'll just go and check. Suppose the user has the bike name or whatever content you are looking for, the user has given into a variable search. I have taken a variable search into which the user has given whatever the bike the user wants to search for. In this case, if it is Honda, so it will compare this with the first element. If it is like here, it's not found, so it will skip this and go to the next element. Right now in this example it is matching, so it will say it is found. Okay, now if the user has given another names, like the name which is not there, like the BMW, right? Suppose the user has given a name as BMW to be searched through the array, so it will again start from the beginning. It will check whether it is there. Right now it is not there. We'll check for second element, it is there or not. It is not there. We'll check for the third element, it is not in there. If it is there or not, it is not there. So by this time the array has reached the end. All right, so when the end of the array is found, then it is going to display, and the element is not found, it's going to display the message not found. So this is the steps which we follow in linear searching technique. This technique is called linear search because here in a line we are checking the element to be searched with every element of the array, corresponding array, right? So now let's do this practically and see how it works, right? So let me just take you to Visual Basic compiler and do the things there. I am in the Visual Basic compiler, and I have discussed this in the previous videos also. Whenever you're working on the interface or the form of the Visual Basic, always change the font property of the form itself, so that whatever you type on that form, you need not to change the properties of every individual things which I am putting on the form. So if I change the property 12, so everything I type here will become 12. If whether it's a label or a text box or a command box, everyone will have the same size. Okay, so since I need to first store the values to the array, let's assume that I'm storing 10 numbers into an array, and then I'm trying to find one of the numbers from there, right? So to make a label, this all we have done in the previous videos. To make a label, I just have to drag the label and I'll type a message, enter numbers. And now to take the input, suppose we are talking about 10 inputs, so I need 10 boxes here. So to make the boxes, I'll pick the first box, delete the content of it, and then copy paste, because I need to make it a control array. This all has been discussed in the previous series videos of this series, so you can have a look. I'm putting the link on the description. If you want to see, you can have a look on those. So when it asks you, do you want a control array, you have to say yes, and then keep posting over there. So here it goes. I will put the 10 boxes one below another, where I can store the elements of my array. So let's quickly do that. So I'm done with fifth box right now. It shall be aligned so it looks nice. Then this is the sixth box. Seventh box. 8th, and so on. I'll do all 10 boxes, 9th and 10th. So here's the 10th box being placed. Now after putting the 10 boxes to store the array, what I need an element which I'm searching for, the number which I'm searching in the array. So for that also I need a box and a label. So what I'll do over here, I'll put another label stating enter number to search. Alright, so I'll just expand it so that search comes up, and I'll need a text box. Now this won't be a control array or array text box because I need only one number to search. I need a label list box to show my answer whether the number is in the array or not. So I want a label over here. Now I need a command button which I will code. So I need a command button, and the caption of the command button I can keep it as search. So I double click on the search button and declare my variable. So first of all I need to declare an array, so number 10 as integer. Now I need to take one more variable search, and I need one more variable flag. For what reason you will take a variable flag or a found rather, I'll tell you. I'll discuss it later on in the video. So once you've declared an array, you have to take the input from user, and to take the input from user you have to run a loop up to 10 times. This is all there in the previous video where we discussed array. So now to take the value into your array, it is noi equals to text1 I minus 1. Alright, so you have taken the array input from user. Now you want to take all the 10 elements has been taken. Now the second job, if you go to the form, you will observe here. Now the second job is to take the number which you are searching for. Alright, so to search that number you have to take the input from the text box too. So I'll say outside the loop, I'll say, because it's not an array, so outside the loop, search equals to val of text 2. Okay, here also I could have said val because these are the numbers. Even if you don't do val, it takes it as numbers, but it's better to take val, that is the value part of the text 2. Now you got the search value. Now what is your job? As we go to the, if you look at our steps which we have done, first is input the array, which we have done, input the number to be searched, which we have done, and now we have to check, traverse through the array, we have to check every element of the array, compare or match every element of that array with the search. So what I'll do, I'll run a loop again, and I'll compare that. If somehow I find the match, if somehow the search matches with any of the number in the array, then what I'll say list1 dot add item search ampersand is the message found. Alright, and if. So this message will come up if I found the match, right? But somehow if I don't find the match, then what will happen? And the loop has ended, and the array has ended, right? Then I should say the match is not found. But in that case I have to keep a condition. Okay, let's run it this way so that I can explain that in a better way. So when I run it here, it's asking me to enter 10 elements. So I'll go and give 10 elements. And then it's asking me to enter a number to search. Suppose I'm looking for 32. When I say search, there's some error. Let me check what's that error. Next I type the next I 2 times. So that should, I'll remove and then compile again. Alright, so again I'll type 10 numbers. And then I type a number which I need to search, say 21. Search, you see 21 is found, right? Now let's check for a number which is not there, right? So let's run it again, but I haven't put a message for if the number is not there. So what I'll do, as I said in my steps, that if the number is not found and the end of the array is reached, so this is the place where the array ends, the next I. So I should have a message that list1 dot add item search is not found. Right? Let's run this. So when I run this and I put the values, sometimes random values, and then I will try to search for element which actually is not there. So I'm looking for 100, say 100 is of course not there. So it's saying so 100 is not found. That's correct. But now let's do the first half again. Means if the number is there, how it's going to behave. So I'll run it again and I'll give some random values again quickly, and I'm looking for a number which is there, like 73. It says 73 is not found. Right, 73 is actually not there. So let's look for a number which is there. Okay, so let me just redo this. So here quickly I type few values, and now I take the number like 87 which is there, so I type 87, right? So it says 87 is found and 87 is not found. This is the problem with this logic, the current logic. Okay, the reason this is happening is because when 87 is found, it says 87 is found, but after the loop ends, it again encounters this message and say 87 is not found. That will happen because we have not given any condition for this message to be displayed. This message should be displayed only if the number is not found, but somehow when the number is found, it also ends when the loop ends, it's going to encounter this message and say it. So how will we handle this problem? I have taken extra variable found over here. What I'll do, I'll take found equals to 0 initially. So found equals to 0 means it is not found, number is not found. So whenever the number is found here, I'll change the value of found equals to 1. Alright, now the cases are different. If the number is found and it comes to the end of this particular loop, the value found will be 1, right? So I should put a condition here that this should be displayed only when found is 0, right? So when it reaches here at the end of this loop, when it reaches here and the value and the number is found, so found will be 1. So this condition will never met and it will not print this message when the number is found. Whereas if the number is not found, this statement will never match and found equals to 1 will never happen. So found will remain 0, and when found will remain 0, that means number is actually not found. Let's run this and check it out. Right, guys, if you have still doubt in this concept, please message me, mail me, I'll clear this further. So okay, now I'm picking the one when the number is there. Okay, the case which was creating a problem last time, 43 says 43 is found. Yes, 43 is found, but now it is not giving the message 43 is found and then 43 is not found, right? Now let's check for not found case again once more. So now I run it for the not found case. Quickly I'll give few values and I give a number which is actually not there, 200. 200 is not found. Alright, so see what happens when the number is found and the number is not found. In both cases it reaches the end of the loop, but the message not found should be displayed when found equals to 0. Okay, and the message and the number when it is found, I should make found equals to 1. So there are two cases. When the number is found, it will come to the end. When the number is not found, it will come to the end. But when it comes to the end with number equals to found, that means when the number is actually found, when this condition is matched, it will put found equals to 1. So when it comes here, in the case when the number is matched, the value of found will be 1. So when the value of found is 1, this statement says found equals to 0. So this is not going to execute, right? But when the number is not found, this statement will never get executed. It will never match and found will never become 1. So what will found be? Found will be remain as found 0. So when the matching is not done, found remains as 0, so I can say that number is not found. Alright, so that's all with this video. In the next video, we'll discuss the sorting techniques in array. Okay, bye bye, take care, see you.
If you are new to the channel, please subscribe it. Also press the bell notification so that you get notification as soon as I release a new video. Share and like the video.